Okay, so let's have a look at the second adjustment for McCormack, the 2022 exam paper for company accounts. So this is your depreciation one. So provide for depreciation on office equipment. So remember, anytime you get your depreciation and you see it, you automatically know that there are 5 workings or 5 accounts that you need to adjust. Your vans account, so you want to increase and decrease it with the office account. You want to increase and decrease it with the amount of the value of the assets that you've sold and the value of the assets that you have bought. That's going to go into your balance sheet as a tangible asset. Then you need to calculate the accumulated depreciation to help you calculate how much depreciation is on the asset that we sold and what's the expense for this year. Then your disposal, whether you made a profit or a loss on the sale of the asset, and then usually some check that's kind of mixed up, including your purchase figure that we need to adjust as well. So this adjustment says provide for depreciation on office equipment. A full year's depreciation is charged in the year of acquisition and none in the year of disposal. So that's going to be important when we're calculating the depreciation. It's estimated that the office equipment has a useful economic life of 6 years and a residual value, scrap value of 4% of the original cost. So it's a little bit different from the previous ones that would have been straightforward. So basically what it's saying that when we sell this asset, that we want to have some value of this asset, and that value is going to be at 4% of cost. So you need to calculate the 4% of cost first, take it away, and then that new figure then is what you're going to calculate your depreciation on. So on the 30th of 4th, 2021, equipment which cost $65,000 on the 1st of the 10th, 2017 was traded in against a new equipment costing $45,000. So the $65,000, we're going to reduce our equipment by $65,000, and then we're going to increase it by $45,000 to get your new figure for your office equipment that goes in your balance sheet. Allowance of $23,000 was made on the old equipment, so that's going to go help us calculate whether you made a profit or loss on the sale of this equipment. The bank transfer, the net amount of this transaction was entered correctly in the bank account, but incorrectly treated as purchase of trading stock. This was the only entry made in the books in respect to this transaction. So basically what they said, this transaction for $45,000, we included it into our purchases, which it shouldn't be. We got allowance of $23,000, so we only paid $22,000 for it. So we need to reduce our purchases by $22,000. So let's have a look and see what that actually means, taking into account these 5 steps that we have to do with depreciation. Our office equipment is going to be first. So we're going to open up T accounts. So this kind of links into your question on depreciation. So we've got office equipment. It's going to be one account. You got your accumulated depreciation, and then we've also got our disposal. So the first thing we need to do is we need to put in our opening balances for our office equipment and our opening balance for our accumulated depreciation. They're taken straight from your trial balance. So we go back and have a look at our trial balance, find office equipment. So office equipment cost us $460,000. So now office equipment is an asset. So to increase an asset, we stick it on the debit side. So $460,000. We know that your accumulated depreciation is an asset with a credit balance. So you stick it on the credit side. And your accumulated depreciation is the difference between your cost and the value of our office equipment at the moment. So it's going to be $460,000 minus $357,000, and that's going to be how much depreciation we've paid so far. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is put in our opening balances. Second thing then, we're going to look at our office equipment account, and I'm going to find out how much we need to adjust it by. So what have we sold and what have we bought? So on the 31st of 4th, 2021, equipment which would cost $65,000 on the 1st of the 10th, 2017 was traded in against the new equipment costing $45,000. So we've got rid of $65,000. So we're going to credit our office equipment of $65,000. So we're reducing it. And then we're going to debit our disposal account with the same amount. Remember, the disposal account is finding out whether we made a profit or loss on the sale of the asset. So you got rid of the office equipment of 65, credit your office equipment account, debit your disposal account. The next part then we want to increase what we just purchased. So how much did we purchase? How much is our office equipment going up by? So it's going up by 45,000. And then we're going to find out what our balance is. And that's going to go into your profit and loss, into your balance sheet, in your tangible asset. So we've got 55,500 or 505,000 on the debit side. So you're going to take that 505,000, take away the 65,000, and that's going to give you a balance of 440,000. So that 440,000, that's the figure that's going to go into your balance sheet as a tangible asset. So now we need to calculate the cumulative depreciation, and we need to calculate the depreciation on the asset that we just sold, which is the 65,000. We've got depreciation of that included in this 103. So what we need to do is we need to reduce the cumulative depreciation account by that amount and put into the disposal. And then we also need to calculate what is our expense for this year to go into a profit and loss account, and what's our balance then to go into your balance sheet as part of your tangible fixed asset. So there's two adjustments we need to do down here. One, we need to find out the accumulated depreciation for this year, and two, we need to find out what is the disposal on this 65,000 that we just got rid of. So we're going to look at our disposal first. So it tells us that we've got an economic life of 6 years with a residual value of 4% of the original cost. So our disposal, our cost is 65,000. We want to multiply that by 4% because that's what the scrap value is going to be. So it's 65,000 multiplied by 4%. So at the end of the economic life, we'll get some value of the office equipment of 2,600. So you're going to take the 65,000, we're going to take away the 2,600 because that's how much value you want to have at the end. So the amount that we need to calculate depreciation on is the 65,000 minus the 2,600. So it's telling us that it's got an economic life of 6 years. So if we divide this 62,400 and we divide that by 6, that's going to tell you what's the depreciation per year. So it's 10,400. That's how much we've depreciated per year, this value of our office equipment of 65,000. Now it tells in the question that we bought this van, the 65,000. We bought it on the 1st of the 10th, 2017. It said a full year depreciation is charged in the year of acquisition. So you got 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that's going to be 5 years. But it tells us here that there's none in depreciation in the year of disposal. So we're going to multiply this 10,400. We're going to multiply that by 4 years. And that's going to tell us how much the depreciation is. So 41,600, that's going to be your depreciation that we've paid or that has occurred on the office equipment. So we're going to reduce that from our accumulated depreciation account. And that then is going to go into your disposal account to help us calculate if you made a profit or loss on this office equipment. The next thing we have to do is to calculate the depreciation, the accumulated depreciation for this year. So that's based on the office equipment that we have, which is 440,000. Same again, multiply that by 4% because it wants to have a residual value. So 17,760. So that should be 440. So 17,600. So we're going to reduce the value of our office equipment by 7,600. So you got 424,400. We're going to divide that then by 6 because it's got an economic life of 6 years. And that's going to give us what our depreciation is for this year that goes into your profit and loss account. So it's 70,400. So this is in your profit and loss. And the figure is 70,400. Now we can calculate the balance. That's going to go into our profit and loss account, or into our balance sheet as a tangible asset. So you're going to add up the debit side, take the difference, or add up the credit side, take the credit away from the debit. So that balance then of 131,800, that's going to go into your balance sheet as a tangible asset. Okay, now the disposal to see if you made a profit and loss. You've got an allowance of 23,000. Okay, so you're going to add up the debit side, add up the credit side, see which one's the highest. Okay, so we got 54. It's going to be 64. So this is how much it is worth, 65,000, and then we've got 64,600 is how much the expenses were in relation to it. So the difference is going to be on the credit side of 400. So if it's on the credit side, we know we've made a loss. So these three figures added together will give us 65. So this is going to go into your profit and loss account, and it's going to go in as a loss. So it's going to go into your expenses. So with that then, 65,000 is the worth of the asset. When we took our depreciation and our allowance of 23,000, it was higher than what the worth was. So that means we're going to make a loss on it. If the balance figure was on the debit side, we would have made a profit on the asset itself. And then the last part then, remember we need to adjust our purchases. So we have it working already for our purchases up here. So the amount for our purchases is 897,600. We've put a check in there which we shouldn't have. So the value of the check is this new equipment that we bought, 45,000, minus the allowance. So that's going to give us how much the bank transfer was for. Sorry, not the check, but the bank transfer was for. So the bank transfer was for 22,000. So a little bit different. Usually it would be a check that they've talked about this adjustment. This time they're talking about the bank transfer for the net amount of this transaction was entered correctly in the bank account, but was incorrectly treated as a purchase of trading stock. So this is not trading stock, this is office equipment. It's an asset that we're going to have for a long term. So we need to take it out of our purchases. So that means again we're going to have to reduce our purchases figure by 22,000. Now why is it 22,000? Because it's telling us here for the net amount of this transaction. The net amount is a difference between the value of the asset and the allowance. So we got an allowance from whoever bought this office equipment offers of 23,000 on this new office equipment. So we only had to pay them 22,000. So this is going to be your new figure for your purchases, and that's going to go into your trading, into your profit and loss account as part of the trading section. Remember with your depreciation question, 5 things. Calculate the office equipment that goes into your balance sheet in your tangible asset. Calculate your expense for this year that goes into your profit and loss account. Calculate the figure, the accumulated depreciation that goes into your balance sheet as a tangible asset. Calculate a disposal, whether you made a profit or a loss. If it's a loss, it goes into your expense in your profit and loss account. If it's a profit, it goes into your add operating income, and then adjust your purchases. So we would have calculated these in the T accounts. So you got the balance for office equipment that goes into your balance sheet as a tangible asset. The balance then for your accumulated depreciation that goes into your balance sheet as a tangible asset. We also calculate here our profit and loss. So that's the expense for this year, and then we made a loss then on the disposal of the asset. So that's adjustment 2 for McCormack 2022 exam company question.